Well, that is interesting. It's the Riddara RD6. It's an all-electric ute that drives like a car, goes quicker than a V8 Mustang, apparently it tows 3 tons, and it can go off-road as well, or can it? That's the point of this video. Jump in, let's go find out. Yes, New Zealand finally has another electric ute on offer, and once again, it's the Chinese who've beaten the old guard to the market. Now, before we do anything else, we must talk price and range. How much does this new electric ute cost? Well, it is $70,000, and for that, you get 360 k's out of one charge. Supposedly. As for motor power, this thing supposedly does 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. That's because it's got 2 electric motors, total power 350 kilowatts, 595 newton meters of torque. Makes it quicker than a Golf GTI. Well, it's not a great comparison, but it is. It's quicker than a Golf GTI. As for the battery, it is powered by a 72 kilowatt hour, that's 72 units of electricity, lithium iron phosphate battery, you know, my favorite chemistry because it is literally bulletproof. The only problem is, it's heavy. The whole weight of this vehicle is 2.2 tons, which I fear that could make it quite challenging going off-road, and I am going to take this thing off-road. 2.2 tons, I'm going to take it through the same swamp that killed the BYD Shark 6 when I put that through it, so it's got all-terrain tires on it, but I don't know, it may just be too heavy for the swamp. I should point out though that Shark that got stuck in the swamp, that was a pre-production version. The production version actually took it on a proper off-road course, and it is brilliant off-road. This thing? Stay tuned. Let's talk design now though and take a look at the front. It's kind of car-like, but not in a bad way. It looks a lot like a Ford Ranger and a BYD Dolphin had a night of forbidden passion, and this is the result. This is the forbidden passion fruit. It looks okay. The only thing I don't like is it's got those giant Riddara letters across the front. It's a bit bold, I suspect. If you get one of these things, you might want to block that out. Moving further back, there are the running boards down the side of the vehicle. Now, they look okay, but if you're wondering, are they optional? Can you remove them? It doesn't look like it. I had a look underneath the sill, and they look pretty bolted on. It doesn't look like an easy thing to remove. As for the rear design though, well, I mean, that's where it starts to look like a real traditional ute. And you look at the tray. It's got a decent sized tray on the back, very functional, but the piece of resistance for that tray is, first of all, soft opening lid. It's got struts built into the side. Next thing is it's got a step built in. You push the button there, pull out a step, and you can climb up easily. You can climb down easily. I love that. I've not seen that in an electric ute before. As for the wheels, well, the standard wheels that come with it, I think they're kind of cool. They're different, kind of Tron-like. I'm just not sure they suit a ute. The wheels on this car, however, well, this is interesting. They've put aftermarket wheels on it because they've put all-terrain tires on it because they know that I want to take this off-road. I hope I don't get it stuck. Overall, the exterior design is, you know, polite. It's inoffensive, I guess. It's kind of like a joke you can tell your grandma. But there is one thing that the design masks, and that's its length. This thing is a chonker. It's a very long vehicle. It doesn't look like it. You might think that, oh, finally, they're bringing back utes like they used to look back in the 90s, like Ford Rangers back in the 90s. They were normal sized. No, this is still, it be a chonker. As for the interior design though, where I am right now, I like it. I like it. Maybe it's just the color, but I like that it's different. It's really car-like. Like you're sitting in level with the dashboard like a sports car. It's a stretch, I know, but it looks good. I like it. It's exactly how I remember it from the launch. One thing I like though is the stitching work. They put a lot of effort into the stitching work. It's clearly done by machine because it's flawless. Also, I love the different use of textiles and fabrics and soft fabrics in this. Most of all though, I love the color, and it's available in 2 colors. Personally, if you're gonna get one, why wouldn't you want to be sitting in this giant pile of latte? It's fantastic, man. It's different. On that note, let's move on to comfort, and it's a very comfortable place to be. It's one of the most comfortable utes I've ever been in. As for height, like I'm 178 centimeters, that's in Roman Catholic, 5'10", which is exactly the same height as Matt Damon, you may remember from Team America World Police, that movie. And I fit in here fine. I mean, look at the headroom. The legroom's fine. The width is good as well. If you're a bigger person, you'll be fine in here. There is one complaint I have to mention, which this is bizarre. Okay, so normally if you're like me, your legs are longer than your arms, right? Well, whoever designed this car, I think they had it the other way around, because I'm quite close to the pedals, more close than I normally would be, but I'm still a long way from the top of the steering wheel. And already the seat, you can see the seat's kind of bolt upright. I don't know what more I can do. Another thing I need to complain about is ingress and egress. So yeah, the vehicle is quite high off the ground because it's a ute, but it's not unnecessarily high. The problem, however, is the width. The distance between the edge of the seat and the edge of that running board means that getting in, you either have to climb in or perhaps leap in, and getting out is just as difficult. You've either got the choice, you can step down, which is a little awkward, or you can just throw yourself out. Either way, it does require a little bit of that, that Michael Jordan leap of faith to get in there. As for the seats themselves, they look soft and they are quite soft to sit on. Actually, they're very soft to sit on, but they're not leather. They're fake leather, as you'd expect. Now, normally I'm not a fan of fake leather, but in this case, it makes sense because they're easy to clean. And that may be useful when I put it in the mud. That being said, it does have a cool comfort feature that is not normal. It doesn't have seated heats, but it does have ventilated seats in both the driver's seat and the passenger seat as standard, but then move into the back. The back seats are also ventilated, as standard, both of them, and I've never seen that in a ute before. That's fantastic. Plus, look at the legroom back there. The legroom's okay, acceptable, that's fine, but the headroom is where it shines. Look at that, so much room. Plus, you've got vents back there, you've got a USB charging, USB-C and USB-A, and you've got a cup holder you can drop down in the center armrest. It's pretty decent. Back to the subject of heating and cooling though, this goes one step further. It doesn't have a regular old induction heater, it's got a heat pump, just like your house does, which is super efficient. Plus it goes one step further. If you live in a city like Auckland, which still has quite a lot of dirty diesels in it, this has a CN95 air scrubber and an air purifier. All this in an electric ute that you can get for 70 grand. Not bad, man. Not bad. Just want to mention storage quickly though, starting with the tray size in the back. The tray is actually almost identical to the tray in the massive BYD Shark 6. It's only just a few litres smaller. Also, if you want more storage, move up to the front. Underneath the bonnet in this thing, there is a 70-litre fartment. Like 70 litres, that's decent. If this was London, that'd be a 3-bedroom flat. Let's move on to gadgets now though, one of my favourite segments, and this, being a Chinese car, is loaded with tech. We start with this 14.6-inch touchscreen display in front of me, which is easy to operate. It's one of the great things I like about this, is it's easy to operate. The menu layout is logical. Everything's where you want. You just keep on scrolling and it goes through each menu option. It shows you your efficiency. It shows you all your functionality. It's even got little gadgets like camping mode. I mean, how cool is that? You can go camping in your ute if you really want to. The instrument cluster is also a display. It's 10.2 inches. It's quite wide and quite well laid out. The problem, however, is that the font size is a little small and I don't see any way to change that. So maybe that'll be changed in the future with an over-the-air software update. This has over-the-air software updates, which means that if you download the latest patch or the latest software for your RD6, you'll wake up in the morning with a full charge and suddenly you've got more apps, you've got more features, maybe even more range and efficiency. I mentioned it has a heat pump, right? Well, it has physical buttons as well to control that heat pump. I love that. It means you don't have to dive through a complicated menu while you're driving. You can just learn where the buttons are and do it without looking. It's fantastic. More car makers need to do that. As for connectivity, let's start with phone charging. It's got 2 USB ports right here where the driver is. You've got a USB-A socket here and a USB-C socket, which is 65 watts. Plus it's got wireless phone charging as well, which is 50 watts. That's also really fast. And you might be thinking, oh, that's gonna make your phone get hot. Yeah, it will, but it's got a little fan built into the wireless phone charging pad and it blows cold air at it. It's just really well thought out. You might be wondering, does it have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto? And yeah, well, it's got the Apple one. Unfortunately, it doesn't have Android Auto. I'm not quite sure why that is. It does have a screen mirroring option called Q-Bit, and it works. I've used that in the past, but I prefer Android Auto. As for sound system, well, it's got an 8-speaker sound system, which it sounds okay. It's not the best I've ever heard, but it's certainly not the worst. It's decent. Could do with a subwoofer though. Now naturally, it's got a big screen and lots of cameras, so you expect the reversing camera to be good, and it is. But it goes one step further, at least according to the literature. It claims it has 540-degree camera views, which either that means somehow Riddara has transcended the 4th dimension, or it means that it's marketing speak for a bird's eye view and a virtual underside view. But I'm saving the best for last. The piece of resistance in terms of gadgetry is the outlets in the back. Look at the back tray. It's got 4 mains power outlets. That's 16 amps each. That's 6 kilowatts this thing can pump out. 6 kilowatts, and it also works while the vehicle is in motion, which means on your way to the job site, your batteries can charge up as you go. Now, a couple of complaints gadget-wise: it doesn't have its own built-in map system, so you're gonna need to pair it to your phone. Also, the speech recognition, I cannot get it to work.
I'm listening.
Increase cabin temperature. That wasn't a hard...
I didn't get it. Please say it again.
Yeah, next complaint is the regen braking. It's excellent, and I'm driving just using one pedal right now. It's very good, but as you'll see, there's no one behind me, it doesn't bring the car to a complete stop. It gets really low. It gets down to like 14 k's an hour, but then it just keeps creeping. And that's annoying. I hope they can fix that in an over-the-air software update. Around town running though, this is by far the most comfortable ute I've ever been in. There's a bold statement, I know, but it's true. And like the BYD Shark 6 is excellent, but this is just one step further. There's also no scuttle shake on any bumps, none of that vibration. And part of the reason for that is that it's running on independent rear suspension with McPherson struts in the front and multi-link in the back, which means it feels like a car. Okay, but this is in the city, right? We haven't put it on the open road yet. We don't know what the real world efficiency is like. We don't even know what it's like off-road. So let's just cut to that scene. Good morning. You join me on a road trip. I'm on my way to the other side of the North Island. 274 k's I'm driving today because we're off to the swamp to put this thing through its paces. Now the problem is, it is a glorious sunny spring day. The swamp has been rained on for days now. It's gonna be an absolute quagmire. I really don't think we're gonna learn anything from this. Stay tuned. This does give us some time though to talk tech specs, and let's talk towing first of all. This thing, this humble ute, can tow 3 tons. 3 tons, like that's more than a Ford Ranger Raptor. That's more than the BYD Shark 6 can tow. 3 tons! The thing is, we don't know what towing 3 tons will do to the range. And I do have a towing test lined up. In fact, I'm gonna load this thing up in the very near future and drive it until it literally goes flat on the side of the road to see how far it really goes while towing. So press the like and subscribe button because then you've got a higher chance of seeing that video when it comes out very soon. I also want to talk noise. Like, this is a very quiet vehicle, more so than you'd expect, and part of the reason for that is that battery pack. It's kind of like, imagine 15 sheets of jibboard or drywall, as the Americans call it, stacked on top of each other. That's how good it is at isolating noise. Like I did 100 k's an hour on a coarse chip road yesterday, and it measured 86 decibels. Like, that's good. The only problem is weight. That battery, which I estimate weighs somewhere around 550 to 600 kilos, that means the whole vehicle is, like I said earlier, 2.2 tons, which means that once I get into that sodden swamp that we're on the way to, I think we're just going to be spending the rest of the day pulling it out. It's not going to be a ute problem, it's going to be a swamp problem. The other problem with all that weight isn't just the off-road ability may be compromised, but it means it's a thirsty beast. Like around town in Auckland City yesterday, used around 19 units of electricity per 100k. That's actually quite good for a ute, that's pretty good. But on the open road, you're pushing against a lot of wind, you've got that big vacuum in the back there. That means that my open road economy is 28.7 units of electricity per 100k. But despite it using more electricity than the average car, this thing is running on Ecotricity electricity, which means it's running on sunshine. Ecotricity's electricity is from wind, hydro and solar, and I use it and I'm a tightwad, so you know it's affordable. So sign up at ecotricity.co.nz, come and join the good fight, help us fight climate change while saving a bit of money in the process. Honestly, this thing, it's guilt-free motoring right now. But enough talk, we've got many more hundreds of k's to do and a miserable wet swamp waiting for us in Opotiki, so see you there. And we've made it. Welcome to the Ecotricity Specialized Test Road of Grip Efficiency and Nimbleness, with an unfortunate abbreviation, but regardless, today we're going to be putting this thing through 2 challenges, starting with hill number 1. Now in the past, we set a benchmark using a Nissan Leaf, a classic Leaf, to go up this hill to see how far it can go. That's our benchmark. As you can see, it didn't quite make it all the way up there. Then we put a Subaru Solterra through the same challenge. That is a medium-duty off-road family vehicle. Then we put the BYD Shark 6 through it. It scampered up there effortlessly, but today it is the Riddara RD6's turn. The problem is, it's been pretty wet. It's spring right now and it's been raining all week, so I will be surprised if it can get down and back up again. Honestly, we'll give it a go. If it passes this, then we've got the ultimate challenge for it. Don't know what's going to happen. Let's find out. Now, first of all, we've got to choose the right driving mode. Now, using this little mode button here, I can select the driving modes. Look at the options I've got. I've been in economy mode, which is rear-wheel drive all the way. Comfort mode's rear-wheel drive, unless you plant your foot down. Sport and off-road onwards, those are all four-wheel drive. So I'm just going to choose off-road. That's the safe one. I love the fact that it's got wade. Believe it or not, this thing can wade deeper than a Hilux. 815 millimeters without a snorkel. There's a reason the Lunar Rover is electric, not diesel. All right, let's crack into it. Into drive, I'm going to put hill descent control on. Let's see how well we go down. Oh, this is much steeper than it looks. Good Lord. Hill descent control is doing the work. My feet are off the pedals. Going down, piece of cake. Oh, that was easy. Okay, but the real challenge on a wet paddock is going back up. I don't like my chances here. It's just gonna be like driving on ice. Okay, let's give it a go. We're in off-road mode. Look at that, look at the ghost mode. You can see the ground underneath. All right, let's give it a go. I guess I'll try and take it diagonally. Let's see. Oh, it's already slipping, far out. This is not a car problem, this is a tire problem right now. Oh, are you serious? Come on, baby, come on. Oh, we're going sideways. Oh no! Tell you what, it'll look good on camera, if nothing else. Let me try again. Let me go down and try again. We've got 315 kilowatts here. Let's make it work. Off we go. Bit of momentum, straight up there. Yes! Easy! Look at that, man! That's how you do it. If it was that hard getting up that because of the wet, what's the next challenge gonna be like? I'm scared. And this is it, the second challenge. Now, if you watch my videos, you're probably familiar with this, the swamp. It is a quagmire that catches vehicles. Now, we put a Subaru Solterra through the swamp and up the other side, but it scampered up there easily due to the fact it was a long, hot summer. We put the BYD Shark 6 through the same course and it got bogged down hard. Part of the reason was it was a spring, a wet, miserable spring, so the ground was sodden. The other reason was that was a pre-production car, so it had some bugs. The production version, it's excellent off-road. As you will have seen if you check out the video, the link is in the description. It's been a wet, miserable spring, and that is a quagmire. So, I don't really know why we're doing this, Greg. Why are we doing this, man? I'm gonna get stuck, aren't I? For your viewing pleasure, I'm gonna go in the swamp. Now, if I was logical, I'd go around the outside. That's what you would do if you had a new electric ute, wouldn't you? But no, you the viewer, you want me to go through the swamp, so I'm going through the swamp. Okay, first of all, I'm gonna change the mode. I'm gonna chuck it into mud mode. All right, now, conventional wisdom says to do about 15 k's an hour, maintain a consistent speed, but it is a swamp, so I'm just gonna gun it. It's gonna get stuck anywhere. Why did I put my head out the window? That was the dumbest thing I've done all year. Well, I said we wouldn't make it. Guess what I'm doing tomorrow? Washing. What if I reverse? Let's see what happens. I'm wasting my time here. Oh no, no! Oh no, 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 no! Oh, that's all kinds of bad. Put the window up. We are beached in the swamp. It's tractor time. All right, as you can see, we have the tractor attached now. Let's put the window up. Got a lot of cleaning to do tomorrow. All right, let's give this a go. Now, Mama didn't raise no quitter, so I am going to have another go, because why wouldn't I? I'm here, you know? So this time, I'm going to try a different plan of attack. I'm going to go on the left-hand side of the ruts I've already built. This might not work. Just clean the window a little bit. Oh, the wipers work. One last chance, then I'll be normal. All right, here we go. Oh, so close! Come on! Alright, that, as I said, was pointless. I don't think there's anything wrong with the off-road ability of this thing, because I am surprised we got that far. Now let's see if we can just get around the swamp. This is what a farmer would do, right? Okay, let's take a safe, sensible approach. Go on some of these reeds. That's much, much better. Much better. This is using logic. It just works. Don't think we're going to go up the hill, but we'll have a go anyway. Now I've got to get dead on straight here. Oh, there is a ditch. Get through the ditch. Okay, let's just... Reverse and reverse and reverse. And reverse. There we go. Almost. Almost. One last go. Why not? It's done better than I thought it would already, so anything else is just a bonus. Here we go. Foot down. Oh, crikey. Ooh. Ah! Geely's never gonna give me a ute again. Oh my God, we're close, man. You are kidding me. You are kidding me! Are you serious? Far out! That deserves a triumphant yes! Holy cow! That has surpassed my expectations. What a machine! This has blown my mind. And with that, let's do the Spudscore. Starting with performance, and this thing moves. It disappears quicker than me when it's my turn to buy a round, so 9 out of 10 spuds. Handling's next, and again, it does well for a ute, feeling really composed on the corners, so 7 spuds. As for comfort, it is excellent again. It rides like a car in most situations with no scuttle shake and great noise proofing, and I love that all the seats are ventilated, so 7 spuds again. Let's talk efficiency now, and it's a ute, so it's naturally thirsty, using around 19 units of electricity per 100k in the city, which would give you about 360 k's per charge. On the open road, it's a different story, using around 27 units per 100k, which would result in a highway-only range of about 260 k's per charge. Now that's not amazing, but it's still quite decent for an electric ute, so 5 spuds. Gadgetry's next, and it's got it all, from a heat pump to electric seats, although it's missing Android Auto and its own map, plus it desperately needs a volume knob for the stereo, and I couldn't get Bluetooth to talk to my phone. Also, the power outlets on the back appear to be from another planet, as I found out when I tried to cook lunch, so you're going to need an adapter to use them. Maybe incoming models will have Kiwi plugs. Either way, it's still got a decent amount of kit, so I'm giving it 7 spuds. But is it good value? Well, it's not the cheapest ute you can buy right now, but it is definitely the quickest, and it's surprisingly good off-road too if you've got the right tyres. Overall, I'm giving it 6 spuds for value. As for charging speed, it's okay, but it's nothing to brag about. I used one of ChargeNet's hyper-rapid chargers to take this vehicle from 10 to 80%, and it took 42 minutes, peaking at just over 100 kilowatts, so 6 spuds there. But what about style? Well, it's subjective, but I reckon it looks alright. Decent exterior lines and a very pleasant interior results in 6 spuds for style. But is it fit for purpose? And when I'm looking at a ute, I typically focus on towing, tray size, and grunt, and it has all 3, with that 3-ton tow rating being very impressive. But how far it'll tow remains to be seen, so hit the subscribe button now because I've got a big tow test lined up soon. Overall though, this ute performed well in all given situations, so 8 spuds. But ultimately, it's the PSC that you, the consumer, want to know, and its cavernous central storage, decent glove box, and driver-accessible spud box result in the RD6 stowing no fewer than 89 potatoes in its dash. That's 23 more than the BYD Shark 6, which gives the Riddara RD6 a total spud score of 71. Overall, this ute offers a lot of bang for buck and performance that would leave even the fastest combustion ute in its dust. It's also got a sublime ride and a staggering warranty on its battery, and while no one knows how its body and suspension will fare after 15 years of Kiwi conditions, right here and now, this thing's hotter than a DeWalt drill on Facebook Marketplace, and even though I'm not a traditional ute buyer, you know what? I'd like one of these in my driveway.